So during this weekly fragrance rotation, it happened to be Easter. So if you want to know what fragrances I chose for the day of Easter and throughout the week, stay tuned and find out. Hey, what's going on guys? Hunter here and welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, what I do is I make fragrance related content. So if you love fragrances, go ahead and smash the subscribe button down below. But that's correct guys. Another week means another weekly fragrance rotation. And if you're new and don't know what I do within these weekly fragrance rotations, pretty much we go over what fragrances I chose on each day, what temperature it was, what kind of weather, how many sprays, and if we got any compliments or not on that specific fragrance. So as always, let's start the week off on Sunday. All right, so on Sunday, it was actually Easter Sunday, and the fragrance I put out for Easter is actually Serge Bapteme de Faux. Now, it was actually a very cold Easter. It was in like the 40s, 30s, so yeah, very, very chilly. And I put out this fragrance because this just reminds me of like holidays, getting together, because it has a note of gingerbread cookie in here. It's also a little bit smoky, and it's just a very unique fragrance. Also, the name too means baptism by fire, so it just kind of works perfect for that day. Now, I did go 12 sprays of this stuff, so a little bit heavy. So I wanted to be noticed and stuff like that, and this fragrance is very, very strong. You can probably tell that just by looking at that juice color, dark, dark purple. Now, I did not get any comments on this fragrance, but I did get someone. Well, I guess they were talking about how they liked it and stuff, but it wasn't like a specific, oh wow, you smell good. I did have somebody at dinner. We were all getting together eating lamb, which is my favorite meat. Let me know guys down below what you guys had for Easter, but yeah, ate some lamb, got some good family quality time in. And someone did say that this kind of smells like peanut butter, like a smoky peanut butter, which is kind of funny because it does have that gingerbread, so I can kind of get a peanut butter vibe, and it is of course smoky as well. So I thought that was pretty interesting, but that's what I chose to wear for Easter Sunday. Let me know what you guys chose to wear for Easter as well. Okay, so for Monday, I am at work on Monday, and I actually chose to wear one of my beloved fragrances, and it's always a pleasure when I wear this one and just get to smell it throughout the day. It always gets me in a good mood and puts a smile on my face. And of course, it is Tom Ford's Oud Wood. Now, Oud Wood is a very good, kind of like crowd-pleasing oud. It's nothing really funky about it. It is a little bit spicy, very woody. Yeah, I absolutely love this stuff. I did go 6 sprays of Oud Wood for work on Monday. I got no compliments from it, but at the end of the day, that's not a big deal at all. I wear fragrances for myself, and man, this was a delight, guys. I am obsessed with Oud Wood. It's definitely probably my favorite private blend at this time, which of course can change, but I will always have Oud Wood in my collection, and I will always love it. But that's what I chose to wear. It was also a snowy day as well. It was in also the 40s and 30s. And it's crazy, we're in the middle of April, guys, and it's still snowing and being cold here, but it's finally starting to warm up now towards the end of the week. But yeah, Oud Wood is what I chose for the first day of work on Monday. Okay, so for Tuesday, back at work again, it was also another cold, snowy day, and I decided to pull out Abbott Telluride. Now, this is a phenomenal, underappreciated kind of niche house that isn't really well known, but they definitely deserve to be. And they also are launching at Sephora very, very soon, so you'll be able to smell these in person, which is awesome. But with Telluride, I do own 4 from, so it looks like my Serge Lutens bottle actually just fell, so we put that over there nice and secure so it doesn't break. Thankfully it fell on carpet, but okay, back to Telluride. Now, Telluride is one of my favorites from the line. It's not my favorite, but man, this is a very good woody, leathery suede. It's almost like a furry suede note in here I get, and it just works perfect for the cold days. It is also very, very unique, but if you like suede in your fragrances, this is one of the best suede fragrances you can pretty much find. It's done very, very nicely, but like I said, a snow, cold day. I did go 10 sprays of this stuff, and this stuff did actually project very, very nicely. It did give me a nice scent bubble throughout pretty much the whole work shift, which is always good. That's how I kind of test my fragrances and stuff. But yeah, pretty good performance from Abbott's Telluride. And I highly suggest checking out this house, especially once they come to Sephora and stuff like that. It's definitely worth giving these fragrances a sniff. All right, so for Wednesday, also at work, and it was finally warming up a little bit compared to the beginning of the week. I think it was in like the high 50s, so It wasn't snowing or anything like that, kind of like a cloudy day, but a little bit warmer. And I actually pulled out Samy Andraus White Sapphire. Now, if you're not familiar with this house, it's kind of like an indie house. They do clones and stuff like that. But this here, I think, is a clone of nishane hacivat, which is a interpretation of Creed's Aventus. So it's like a clone of a clone, and then you got this pretty much. But White Sapphire, I don't own hacivat, but I heard it's a very good, almost like smoky Creed Aventus that is an extrait de parfum, which this is as well. And wow, if it smells anything like White Sapphire, this is a very solid fragrance. I did go 8 sprays, other stuff to work, got no compliments, but man, this stuff is a powerhouse, guys. I get a ton of pineapple, but what I get is actually a smoky pineapple. It's kind of like a smoky batch of Creed Aventus. It does smell like Creed Aventus, which obviously it would if it's a clone of nishane hacivat, which has a similar DNA. But yeah, very smoky, very fruity, and I absolutely love this stuff, man. I remember the first time I smelled this. This is by far my favorite from Samy Andraus, at least from what I've tested. Yeah, and look at that juice. I already went through quite a bit of it, and that's some dark, potent juice in there. But that's what I chose to work on Wednesday is White Sapphire. All right, so wrapping the work week off on Thursday, which is my last day at work. It was actually a kind of a warmer day, I think in the 60s, but it was pretty much pouring down rain the entire day. And I actually decided to wear a brand new fragrance in my collection. This is the first time wearing this one. And oh my goodness, guys, this house is outstanding. And I'm talking about Mas Milano's Russian tea. Now, this is the third one I have from Mas Milano. I own Tango, Love Kills, and Russian tea. If you like your tea fragrances, you have to, without a doubt, get this one here. And I'll leave a link down below where you'll be able to purchase Russian tea, of course, at Maxx, which is my favorite discount site. I've been buying from Maxx since I started my collection, and probably most of my fragrances behind me were purchased through Maxx as well. So I'll leave the link where you'll be able to get this. But man, this is a phenomenal black tea. And I like the name Russian tea because it has a cooling aspect from the mint, kind of like the country of Russia. It has black tea, of course, and I get a ton of leather, especially as it dries down, guys. You get a nice, earthy, dark leather and a nice fruity raspberry note, which goes perfect alongside the leather as well. Just all in all, a fantastic, complex tea fragrance. On that day, I did go 6 sprays of Russian tea. I did get a compliment from this woman, my coworker. She said something about my fragrance, so she came up close to smell it. She said, yeah, it smells pretty good. But then as I was walking by her and stuff like that, she said it smells a lot better in the air. And I can definitely see that because in the air, you get more of the black tea and less like the leather and the kind of like the raspberry note and stuff like that. More of the darker notes you can smell up close. But in the air, this stuff is magical. And I'll tell you guys a story with Russian tea. I actually had my jacket because I wore a jacket to work. And I sprayed this on and I hung my jacket up at work. And it was in like a position where I kept walking by it throughout the day. And every time I would walk by, it didn't really click in my head that I was kind of coming off my jacket. I was like, whoa, what is that smell? It smells so good. So I kept walking by. I was like, oh my goodness, I need to know what that is. And funny enough, guys, it was Russian tea pretty much projecting off of my jacket. And then when I grabbed my jacket, I was like, yep, that's what it was. And I was completely blown away by the smell of this stuff in the air. Just absolutely incredible perfumery, guys. Mas Milano is a house you have to check out, guys. Everything I've tested so far from them is absolutely stellar. Just top tier quality perfumery. But that's what I wore to wrap the week off on, or my work week off on Thursday is Russian tea. All right, so on Friday, it was actually a very sunny day. Even though it wasn't the warmest, it was still pretty sunny. And I actually decided to pull out Veronique Gabai's Cap d'Antibes. Now, Cap d'Antibes is a phenomenal kind of floral with a woody dry down and almost aquatic as well. How I pretty much describe this one is, if you think of like a forest that's on like a beach coastline right near the ocean, so you have those woody, almost resinous kind of aromas in the air alongside with like salty sea air as well. That's how this one actually comes across to me. Very aquatic, very woody and resinous and kind of floral as well. Now, with Cap d'Antibes, it was sunny. I did go 6 sprays of this stuff. I got no compliments, but I did go out to dinner, sat out on a patio to enjoy the sunshine. You kind of have to once it starts warming up, to get some of those sunshine rays in. But yeah, 6 sprays of this stuff, no compliments. Veronique Gabai is a phenomenal niche house. I love Sexy Garlic by them, which is also a very ambery, warm, resinous fragrance. But Cap d'Antibes is phenomenal as well and perfect for the summer and spring seasons. This kind of has a similarity to like Acqua di Gio, the original one, but like more of a niche version of that one. It doesn't smell the same, but it's like a niche version of Acqua di Gio, and it was made by the same perfumer as well. So yeah, that is pretty awesome. But yeah, that's what I wore on Friday to enjoy the sunshine, is Camp Antibes. All right, so wrapping the entire week off on Saturday. Now on Saturday, it was extremely hot, guys. It was 84 degrees and sunny as can be as well. Now, on Saturday, I did actually pull out Mancera's Cedrat Boise. Now, Cedrat Boise, I think works perfect in the warmer months. It is very fruity. Like if you just had a fruit bowl of a ton of different fruits in it, pretty much how I would describe it. There's no particular fruit note. I don't get really any pineapple. Mainly, I don't really get any apple. I don't really get any berries, nothing like that. Just everything combined together in one. Now, on that day, I did go 10 sprays of this stuff, so pretty heavy. And I did actually do some things outside to enjoy the sunshine as well. And then in the evening, I did go to like a politics watch party. There's a bunch of people around and stuff like that. Got no compliments from Cedrat Boise, but man, I love this stuff, and I'm so happy to actually finally be able to pull it out. Once again, even though it is a little bit woody in the dry down, you do get some of that cedar wood, hence the name Cedrat, but it's more of like a fruity, fresh fragrance to me and just works perfect. And it's also very juicy as well. It's very vibrant, juicy, fruity. That's how I would describe this one. But yeah, that's what I chose to wear on Saturday to wrap the week off. But that's gonna do it for this weekly fragrance rotation. Let me know down below what you guys wore for Easter and throughout the entire week. I love to hear you guys' input and stuff like that on what you guys chose to wear. But as always, leave a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch all you guys in the next upload. Take care, everybody.